Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Stranger Things. This is episode 5 of season 4. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far. If this is your first episode tuning in, what are you playing at, mate? Get watching episode 4. The last one was sick. The whole season's been decent, to be honest. I've actually really enjoyed it. Every episode has been pretty entertaining, I'm not going to lie, but last episode just topped it, mate. It was so good. So if you're interested in watching the full episode, they are available in the link in the description. Just click on it, put the password in, and jobs are good and me. You can enjoy the full episode with me. But if you want to stay on the YouTube, that's fine as well. You know, we're here and we are excited for episode 5 because so much went on in episode 4. We have to start with the main talking point. Max, it looked like she was going to die. She got tucked to the upside down or whatever it is it actually is where Vecna is, and he had her tied up, mate. It looked like she was a goner. We seen Chris there, we seen Fred, and then we seen her tied up. Boom, she was pinned back round the neck, getting strangled. She was floating, levitating in the real life. You know, she was sat there at Billy's grave after just reading a letter to him. We seen Billy come back. He made a reappearance. He was saying, you know, maybe she feels like she could have done more to help save him, and maybe she wanted to punish herself, and she's thought about maybe killing herself in the past, you know, like maybe she wishes that she joined him. Do you know what I mean? That's what he's kind of saying. And then we turned into Vecna. It wasn't Billy, and it got her panicking. Like I said, mate, Nancy, she figured out with the help of Robin that if they play music, because he went to speak to Victor, and he was saying, he told the story about his family and how all of them got killed by this demonic demon, which we know is Vecna. He didn't know that, obviously, and he was saying that he thinks that he survived by a tune, by a bit of music. He never insinuated it, but his story, he was saying it. Then when he was in, obviously, like the mental institution where he was, one of the people that was working there was mentioning that sometimes music enters the mind, it gets to places where words and thoughts can't actually go. And they put two and two together. She rang Dustin, yo, mate, get the tunes on, get the tunes on. She put her favourite song on. It was helping her. She put it on. She was listening. As she was levitating, she started to regain her normal self that was in this trance. While she was tied up, she started getting all these flashbacks, chilling with Eleven, going on dates with Lucas, you know, spending time with Dustin and Mike and Will, and everything was just going back. And then she managed to break free. She stabbed Vecna. She started running. She was sprinting across. Thought it was going to be Battle of the Bastards style, mate. Do you know where John's brother's absolutely running across, and you think, yes, mate, he's going to make it to John, and then Ramsey pings his bow. As he's about to get there, he's right at the very end. She's about to jump through the hoop, coming back into the present. She dies. No, mate. Didn't tease us with that. With John's, mate, that was ruthless. But we actually got Max surviving, and she landed back on the floor in the present, not dead, no bones snapped, in Lucas's arms. So that's what we'd love to see. We also had Hopper as well, nearly escaped this prison camp. You know, he'd done everything right. He got the shackles off, he took out the guards, blew up one of the places, escaped, took a snowmobile, got to the location he was waiting, and Yuri decided to do them over, mate. Instead of 40k, he wanted 50, 60, 70. He spoke to the warden, you know, handed over the guard, handed over Joyce, handed over the guys he come with, handed over you know, Hopper as well, and the guys just milking it in. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with all those characters as well, as also watching 11 regain her powers. So really exciting. Can't wait for today's episode. I'm not expecting it to be as good as the last, but I'm expecting it to be as good as the previous 3. Can't wait, mate. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you do, and as always, let's jump into episode 5 of season 4 of Stranger Things.
I don't think praying's gonna help that dude, man!
Nina.
Nina, who's Nina? Who's Nina?
Hey, here! Wait the number! Hey! Look at me!
His letter.
I know she was just here. And if you want to live, you're gonna tell me where she is.
That's whether you pick your job and your morals over, you know, your life. Tough for me. Do you become a snitch and stay alive, or do you keep your word and die? Crazy that, isn't it? Just a little door in the middle of the desert. It's going to go down into some mad facility.
You didn't really think we were working out of a shed, did you?
You built all this?
We repurposed it to hold something much more powerful than a missile. You. We call her Nina.
Nina? That's what he said, didn't he? Mate, call Nina or whatever. Whoa, he's still working there.
I know, you're frightened of me. But all I've ever wanted to do is to help you. Your gifts have been stolen, and I believe I know how to get them back.
She can't get out of there, can she? But it's an interesting start. Do you know what I find interesting there is seeing the flashbacks of 11, mate. Look how young she was when the season 1 started. She looks old now, not like old, but you know what I'm saying. Like from season 1 to season 4, massive difference. She looks like a young woman now. Before she looked like a proper young kid. Mad how much it's changed. Oh, gone back to Harper now.
No run. Now is going to be much pain.
He done well as well. He nearly got there. He got cheated out of it.
It could be worse, American. At least you have company. I'm a prisoner now, like you.
Said we could trust him. You swore to me.
Because I believe we could.
They've lost the battle, but not the war.
What about Joyce?
Yeah, where are they getting taken to? That's what I want to know.
Why the long faces? Are you not excited for your journey across the Iron Curtain? And with money I earn from selling you, I will buy my daughter a pony. My mother will be very, very proud.
Yeah, you'll do.
I forgot that he's still on the run.
Can you pick me up a 6-pack?
I know, it's
Stupid as shit drinking right now, but
cold beer would really calm my jangle.
Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's...
I think it's so sweet that you guys are sticking together like this.
You okay? Just couldn't sleep. Is this what you saw last night?
It's supposed to be.
Maybe you infiltrated his mind. He invaded your mind, right?
Not
that
sure.
big of a leap to suggest you somehow wound up in his? What if you somehow unlocked a back door to Vecna's world?
Is this a window? Yeah. It's that I've seen it before.
There's no way you'd do that, would you? Look at this, mate. The house.
It's Victor Creel's house.
I'll tell you what, right? How sick is whoever done them drawings or whoever thought about that? How sick is that? That is so good, mate. All these different pieces and he put them together like a jigsaw to make the house. But, you know, I'm no expert. I'm not no detective. I'm not no reporter like Nancy. But I said this in episode 2 or something. I said, mate, as soon as you figured out that when she went there and they found the newspapers that Victor had experienced this before in the house and he said that it was possessed and he tried to do an exorcism on it. I said, mate, let's go to that house, find it and go to it and he might still be there. And, well, turns out that might be true. So, again, really interesting. Not saying that I'm amazing, but I'm amazing. I'm not joking. Yo, have they shaved their head again? That's mad. Trust I'd be crying as well. If someone chopped off my hair, I'd be well crying. Trying to figure out whether this is the present or if it's just her experience in the past.
someone's a sleepyhead this morning.
Am I in Hawkins?
Whoa.
Lessons begin promptly at 10.
Back in that room again.
Someone's a sleepyhead this morning.
We shouldn't have just thrown her in there like this. She's gonna drown in there.
Oh man, okay, this is so messed up, man. This is so messed up. This is so messed up!
Why don't you just go to the van and do your thing? Let's just get this done.
I mean, if that guy would have lived one more second, we would know where she is. I should have explained myself, because then maybe 11 would have taken me with her.
Scary to open up like that. To say how you really feel.
I'm making him a headstone.
You didn't realize we spent all morning hiding the body.
Well, I'll just write, here lies unknown hero agent man.
Unknown hero agent man. That's the pen he gave me right before he died. Why would he give me a pen that didn't work?
Hey, man, I'm using that. What are you doing?
We've had it this whole time.
You got his digits, man?
Перестань звать меня. Ты что хочешь, чтобы я влип?
Видишь этого американца? Он богач. Tell him American. Tell him how you will make him rich. You want to die in here? You want to die, is that it?
That's what we've been brought here to do. Closer I get with Joyce, the more danger she's in.
You're not thinking straight, American.
No, I think I am. Ever since I was 18, there's some letter of induction in the mail. Uncle Sam wants me to go fight some war in the jungle. We used to clean out these buffalo turbines after a run. Just be inhaling this stuff. No mask, nothing. And then I got back to real life, and these guys I worked with, the ones that made it back, they started trying to get back to normal, you know, having families, and kids born, stillborn, dead in the womb. My wife, Diane, she wanted a baby. I did too, and she died. And then Diane left me. I just hid myself in drugs and alcohol. And then people started coming into my life. You were right what you said last night. I knew the risks. Breaking out of here, but I did it anyway. The minute I sent for Joyce, the minute I sent for her, I sentenced her to death. I am the curse.
His eyes look really good. I tell you what, right? This looks like the best version of him. You know, we'd had a couple of flashbacks out of his hair. I actually think he really suits his skinhead. He really looks good. And he looks the healthiest and slimmest and just the fittest we've seen him, I reckon. His tash isn't as big and as thick. And I just think whatever look he's got going on here, clean him up. You know, he's a bit bruised and cut now. But I think he looks really good.
You're right about one thing. We are going to die in here.
Can I help you?
We need to take a look around.
His ceiling's getting a mark on it, isn't it? It was expanding last episode. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's some kind of leak.
They know it, mate. It's like going to be an entrance or something.
The devil is here. I can feel his presence. The monster that did this to her is still out there.
Goddamn traitor. Only reason he'd lead us to a dead end. The Hellfire Club. Made a list. Everywhere these freaks have been seen.
Reefer Rick. He's Eddie's supplier. He's supposed to be in prison, but someone spotted him back in this house.
No stones unturned.
Well, this Eddie, yeah? I mean, this Jason, he's determined, isn't he? He was fueled by that speech, you just seen it. He said he don't believe in the supernaturals, but if you just look at his mate, we seen him. He was picked last episode. It was interesting as well, you know, like, we had Vecna, he was, like, floating, he went into, like, the red trance, which kind of could be his subconscious, kind of like Dustin said to Max earlier on in the episode, do you reckon it opened like a portal, or he ventured into his subconscious without him wanting you there? That's why he was panicking, and he was in there, and we went through, and then boom, mate, we ended up in the back of that guy's head. I know it sounds daft, but we did, and now, obviously, we've seen the repercussions of that, because today... in today's episode, the clock is ticking, which means his life is slowly coming to an end.
Yeah, that's not creepy.
I found a key.
Looks like someone forgot to pay their electric bill.
You all see that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this what you saw?
I wonder if they could destroy it here. If it does something.
Clockmaker or something?
Whoa.
Come on, let's go.
Hey, look at them. Betty mates, couples.
Why'd you sigh?
I didn't decide. Just come on, dude.
Take a piss here.
Just give it up. He can't hear you. He can't hear.
What?
Can you grab that shard with your foot?
Someone's a sleepyhead this morning.
Whoa, that was sick. That is so sick.
This isn't real.
No, but it once was.
A memory.
Very good.
I want out!
You'll have to find your own way out.
I don't understand!
Well. You finally decided to join us. Someone's a sleepyhead this morning.
I'm sorry. Am I in trouble?
That editing is so sick. It Is she more calm now? Before it was erratic, wasn't it? It was all over the place.
Is it ringing?
No, it's just making a bunch of weird noises. Okay, I don't know if Nina's a computer like Joshua or Owen's lab, but unknown to your agent man, he gave us access to it for a reason. The only hacker that I know lives Salt Lake City, to be specific.
Oh, Dustin's girlfriend.
We take the I-15 north, we'll get there by morning.
Pretty decent, to be honest. It's good how we tied it back into like the first couple of episodes where, you know, Dustin was on the phone to her and she changed his grade from a C to an A, and I was like, it's mad, mate, because in the US a C is pretty much the same equivalent that would get you like an A here in the UK, so that's crazy. But it's good that we tied it in, like literally tied it in, mate. You know, if you're still in a relationship and we've used her, now we're going to use her properly here, a hacker. And it's interesting that they're calling it. So Nina is that like machine, so to speak, and they're calling it. But this was 12 hours ago, wasn't it? We have to remember that. It said in the episode 12 hours ago, and I'm trying to figure out, like, was it 12 hours ago from the Max storyline, or was it 12 hours ago from like when he was attacked? Do you know what I mean? Like, hopefully that's cleared up. Not that it makes a massive difference, but it is interesting. We used 12 hours ago somewhere. Checking it out. I wonder if the supernatural stuff happens to his mate while they're searching here.
It's him.
Hey, Dustin. You there? It's Eddie. You remember me, right?
Clarify what sort of clues we're supposed to be looking for here.
The world is full of obvious things which nobody by any chance ever observed.
Spiders. Oh, there's one on it.
What's wrong?
It's a spider. It's a black widow.
If there's a spider nesting in there, you're never gonna find it till it lays eggs and all the babies spit out.
What's wrong with you? It's cool that you two are like friends now. Me and Robin. It's not like we're dating, right? She told you that, Robin?
Yes.
No, we're not. Guess we should get back to the investigation.
I wish we had a longer loop.
46 minutes isn't bad.
That's alright for that little team.
We're gonna find Vecna and kill him before he even thinks about messing with you again. I bet if we hit these suckers in the right combo, we might just open a door to his secret lair. I'm not cool. I've really missed that.
Missed what?
You're laughing.
Or laugh.
See that?
You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
Stop. Very good, too.
Yo, look how young she looks. He keeps saying it. She's like them little kids stood at the back there.
Why does he waste so much time with her?
They think you're weak. Show them.
So the weakest that become the strongest, mate. Oh, look at her hand. How hard must it be not to wipe that? Do you know what I mean? She must be feeling that. She wants to wipe it.
What is happening?
She's going into rest.
Okay, that's enough. Pull her out. Naughty bird. Fingers are like arrows, my arms like iron. But turn this plane around and I will spare your life.
Go on, lad. Time up now.
I said don't knock him out!
Not a scratch and not a bruise was found after that crash, was it, mate?
Like
You must be feeling the energy.
Wait. Everyone, turn off your flashlights. Spread out.
Got him! Oh, I got him!
Oh, I think he's moving. He's moving.
Imagine going in there and he's just floating.
Dude, he's not here, seriously. Shut up and keep looking.
What would you do if you was him? Would you actually leave the house? Boat's gone.
Hey, freak! Where do you think you're going?
No? Okay.
Do you reckon they're like, this is a centre, this is a course, this is where he stood? Yeah, it's a good transition actually. They are fast them at swimming. That's what we like to see. That's what I wanted to happen with Angela and all the other people, but you know, we got it here instead.
I said stay away!
You didn't think it would be that easy, did you?
You might sort of stay now. You know that it's kind of working. You just got some powers back. It's not asked about them on the floor. You know what I mean? Casualty in war. Alright. So interesting end to the episode. Obviously she's regained some of her powers, but not all of it. So clearly the experiment is working, and that's what she had to decide right there. You know, she had the elevator to go up and out, or she had the chance to take his hand and stay. And she chose to take his hand and stay, which I would as well, to be honest. You know, like, because she's tried to hit him and it didn't work. And he said, you didn't think it'd be that easy. So it just shows that, like, you know, there is method to the madness, but I don't like that guy because, first of all, he pushes everything too far. He's always sketchy as well, you know. He's never open about, like, what he wants to do. And it's like, if you look at the Dr. Owen guy, he come and sat her down. He had a nice conversation with her in that diner. He was explaining everything that was going on. He was give her a choice. You know, you can either go and see your friends and kind of come with us. Which one do you want to pick? You know, we're not going to force you. He was saying that she is like the world saviour and he believes in her. Do you know what I mean? And then you get this guy who probably has the same thoughts, but he does it a different way. He like attacks her and like, I don't know, pushes her to the edge. And when she's like spazzing out, you know, like when she's about to have like a fit or something, the guy's there like, keep going, keep going, keep going. And that's the difference between the two different people. But obviously he's here. It obviously did work, so she's giving him a bit more trust. It's interesting. But also, you see at the very end, Jason, he's just seen his mate die. Now he will know that Eddie wasn't involved in Chrissy's death. You know, he knows, or he's heard how her body was dismantled, how it was eyes popped out, bones crushed and broken. And I don't know if he's ever heard of Eddie's story. We have, obviously, he's explained it. But I don't know if, like, the Joe public know, and if Jason knows actually what went on. And he's seen it though. His mate he's just been absolutely brutally murdered in front of him. And now Eddie's on the side. He's going to say, look, mate, you know, I clearly didn't do that. That's what happened to Chris there. And it'll be interesting to obviously see if they team up, even though up to episode 5, he wanted to kill him. Now after seeing that, they might be like, you know, teammates. But also as well, these guys have kind of found like the hot spot, the focal point of where the, you know, where all the stuff's going down. They've gone into Victor's house. They have found this place. The light bulb was on. The torches was going. We went to the other side. He was floating there. And that is when he went directly into that guy and killed him. So very interesting. And yeah, it's going to be exciting to see, obviously, Elle regain the powers even more and more and more. And to see if Will and Mike and all that can figure out where she actually is from calling and dialing that computer. Okay, and that is going to wrap up episode 5 of season 4 of Stranger Things. Hopefully you guys did enjoy today's episode. So it's really interesting. They did actually go to Victor's house. They found it. They've gone inside and they've been trying to find out if Vecna was there. Now, obviously, they've searched it and he's not actually there, but what they have sensed is his presence, his energy. The lights are flickering. They know that's kind of like a source of power. They referenced it when he was in the Upside Down with the Christmas tree lights. And obviously, they've gone upstairs into like the attic and they found a light that was glowing. They've all walked around it. Torches started shining. And then we kind of got the turn and went into the Upside Down. And he's obviously on the other side. Now, what's interesting is, like I said, Jason, he was chasing after Eddie. You know, he was in the boat. He was swimming after him with his mate. And then, boom, mate, he was attacked. We seen him last episode. He got picked, so to speak. We went inside of him. Nothing really happened. He heard the clock. Now it happened. Today, he's seen the clock again when he was at Chrissy's funeral. And then he's finally been killed here at the very end when they're going right after Eddie. Now, what's interesting is he went under the water, then up above, all his bones cracked as we've been seeing, and then he's dropped back down. So now Jason, he's obviously got to know that Eddie's not involved. He knows how Chrissy's died, he's known how Fred's died, and now he's seen his friend die. He'll know that obviously Eddie has nothing to do with it. Now what's interesting is talking about Eddie, his house / his uncle's house still has the marks in the ceiling. You know, the black cracks that we seen growing last episode. And you know, the FBI have come in today. They've looked around, they've been using like a sensor, see if they can pick up any sort of energy, and obviously they pointed up into the ceiling. They said, pack your stuff, mate, on your way, we'll get you somewhere new. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens there. I wonder if he's trying to use that as a gateway. That might be the new entrance. You know, last season we did see the craziness of what looked like the entrance was being destroyed. That's where we thought that Jim had died, and obviously not happened there. But now this might be how he's trying to get his way back into the present. So again, going to be really, really interesting. Talking about Jim, you know, we did see last episode that he did get away, and then he got sold out again, and then he got captured, and we've seen him get thrown in the cell today with the police officer, you know, or with his guard or whatever. Now he's locked up. Now he's tried to bribe another guard. So one guard's tried to bribe another guard, saying that the American Jim has got money, but he's having none of it. You know, he's sat there, he's just not even engaging in the conversations. He's saying everybody that he gets close to dies. You know, we had a story about his daughter, how she passed away. He was saying that when he was 18, you know, he got the letter through to join the army or whatever, go to war, and he actually signed up because he thought it would please his old man. And then obviously said he went there, he was 18, he was messing with all these chemicals and mixing it. He wasn't wearing masks or anything, and you know, he was just told it was for like plants. But he said what he realised is when they come home, it had a big impact on them. He said all the guys that was out there started having kids, and then stuff started happening. They started dying, it was stillbirths, he started coming out with deformities. And, you know, he ended up getting with somebody and marrying and had a kid. And later down the line, she's obviously died as well, and he blamed himself. And he said that he knew as soon as he sent that package towards Joyce to come and try and get him, that he's probably sealing her death warrant. And obviously that guy saying, well, she's not actually dead, she's captured, she's still alive, but obviously he's not looking at it that way. And then we kind of heard some noises, you know, like they had a demon themselves. The guard ended up saying, look mate, I've heard rumours that we have something down there, a monster, but you know, he didn't really specify what it was, but he said, you're right mate, one thing that is true is that we are going to die here. And obviously the camera like panned out, and it was snowing, and they was locked in the cell. So very interesting in that aspect. Obviously we've seen Joyce and Murray, they was on a plane. Obviously they was getting transferred to wherever this guy was actually selling them. He was bragging that if he sold them, they can get money, he can go home, he could buy his mum like a brand new house. But they managed to kind of take him out, you know. They broke some glass, cut the ropes. The guy, Murray, had a fight with him, knocked him out, and then crash landed the plane. We didn't see if anyone survived. We didn't see if anyone has been injured. I'm assuming you would get some sort of injuries from that, because it did look like a bad crash. But then again, who knows, mate? TV shows, people always come out without a scratch, don't they? So that's, again, interesting. Where the crash landed, who knows? Are they anywhere near Jim's facility? And then to finish off, we have 11. Obviously, she's come down here into like the lab, the experimental place and whatnot, and she's kind of like not been attacked, but not really been treated amazingly. And she's been injected, put into like a simulator, and then she's kind of like reliving the old situation that she was in, where she's running into the room with the rainbows on the wall of all the kids playing. She's obviously had a traumatic experience in there where she's killed everybody, but she's just, I don't know what it is that they're trying to get out of it. But it seemed like she's having a tough time, and then she managed to come back into the present. You know, they was trying to like revive her, give her oxygen. She managed to hit him and run off. And then as the guards come over, she screamed, and boom, mate, she blasted 3 of them away. So she is getting her powers back slowly, and she's ended up going back in to the facility at the very end. So again, I'm expecting the fight between obviously Elle and Vecna to be absolutely sick, but it's going to be interesting to see the rest of the ride between now and the final episode, and if Mike and obviously Will can find her, but also how much power she can get, because we was told by Dr. Owen the episode before she'll even get stronger, mate. And stronger than previous is going to be crazy, so I can't wait. So thanks for listening to today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like. It really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.